Like how Superman should, according to your explanation, get his power from the radiation of the sun, but when he's stuck in an environment with Krypton's atmosphere he loses his strength. Also, when the bad guy breathes Earth's atmosphere he's now strong. But he was already strong. I guessed it was because of the suit, but then he takes it off. How can Superman function in space after obviously being weaker after being introduced to Krypton's atmosphere? That would mean one thing. Krypton's atmosphere has something that Earth's doesn't. And that thing makes the Kryptonians weaker, but their bodies are usually stronger. Which would be unrealistic because evolution will take care of that. It's also pretty unrealistic how what you breathe can make you stronger somehow.
I see your questions regarding the way Kryptonian abilities work and the effects different environments have on them, which is a very good observation. How come only Superman gets his powers when Jor-El switches the atmospherics on Zod's ship, and not the other Kryptonians? And how does Zod have super strength while he's still inside his armor? To find answers to these questions, we'll look deep into the hints and lines provided by the movie, and our general knowledge and reason, to form answers that are consistently true throughout the movie. In this video, we'll discuss the following topics. Does Earth's atmosphere power Kryptonians? Does General Zod's warsuit have super strength? And how do Kryptonian abilities actually work? To avoid confusion, we'll start by tackling common misconceptions people have about the movie. Many believe solar radiation is only responsible for a part of Superman's powers, and that Earth's atmosphere is responsible for the other part, using Jor-El mentioning it in his speech as proof of their claims.
Earth's sun is younger and brighter than Krypton's was. Your cells have drunk in its radiation, strengthening your muscles, your skin, your senses. Earth's gravity is weaker, yet its atmosphere is more nourishing.
But Jor-El's words don't explicitly prove their claims. Jor-El links Superman's powers to radiation. He says radiation gives you strength, radiation enhances your senses, while Earth's gravity and atmosphere are just mentioned there. In fact, we know it's incorrect, because at a few times Superman was outside of Earth's atmosphere, like in the fires of the oil tanker, under the ocean, and a few times he was in space. None of these are normal Earth's atmosphere, so why the confusion? Krypton's mass wasn't magnitudes larger than Earth, yet, is Earth's weaker gravity responsible for Superman's powers? Nope. As far as I can tell, gravity barely plays a part in the movie. One of the explanations given to explain the strength General Zod demonstrated in Smallville is that it comes from his armor, but that's not really the case. We see Jor-El and Zod fight in Krypton, both armored and both determined to end the fight. They weren't pulling any punches. If their armor was powerful to the extent seen in Smallville, at least one of them would have been decapitated. And we see Lois Russell push off a Kryptonian in Zod's ship. She wouldn't be able to do that if she had super strength. Many mistakenly believe that the Kryptonian helmets are exclusively breathers, and that Zod used it to breathe Kryptonian atmosphere, or KR as we start calling it for short, in Smallville. But that's not really the case. Kryptonian helmets are also power suppressors. You'll see why this is important later on. And while it's unknown what Zod was breathing in Smallville, it most likely wasn't KR. Even assuming Zod's warsuit is capable of that, it's safe to assume he probably wouldn't use it. At this point of the movie, we know that Zod's aware of A. That Earth's atmosphere is non-hazardous to Kryptonians. B. Radiation from the Earth's sun gives him special abilities. C. Breathing KR would disable those abilities. Why would Zod put himself at such a disadvantage for no apparent reason? That's because of the helmet's second function. It suppresses and controls his abilities. Zod is not yet adapted to Earth's environment, and he needs the suit to avoid sensory overload.
What have you done to me? My parents taught me to hone my senses, Zod. Focus on just what I wanted to see. Without your helmet, you're getting everything. And it hurts, doesn't it?
Jor-El describes Superman's powers with drinking. When you drink water, you store it in your body. You don't have to continuously drink water to be hydrated. Hydration is an appropriate analogy, but solar battery is a better metaphor. Think of Superman's powers as a removable battery. In sunlight, he is plugged in. When in darkness, Superman draws from his stars. In Kryptonian atmosphere, the battery is disabled, but not drained. This is the theory Mosaic, or Man of Steel answers inside commentary adapts. It's actually consistent with the events of the movie. So basically, on Krypton, Kryptonians have no special abilities, but if they were moved to a range of a yellow sun, they gain superpowers, whose effects are neutralized when they're in a Krypton-like atmosphere. Those powers return with the absence of Kryptonian atmosphere without needing to recharge again.